Feature Friday.
The freshest.
You know what I mean? You know, being independent artist and all that. So
Yeah, that was actually it's interesting you bring that up, like the whole independence thing. We were just talking to actually off air, and we were just talking about this sort of idea. You know how you get a lot of artists now coming up, and we're part of that sort of that demographic, if you like. And
mhm.
sometimes you're presented with that idea. You see it from people like, for example, Russ. He achieved independence really early on, and then
Yeah.
he signed, and then you see all these artists sort of like try to chase for that deal, and but there's also that talk of maybe you're signing with the devil. You're selling your soul, that whole thing.
Oh
Where,
yeah.
where, where do you stand? Like where it comes to, is your independence one of the things you cherish the most, or it's you do think it's a worth path going forward when it comes to trying to get mainstream and
Yeah,
chase those labels and things like that?
Oh, good question. Good question. Personally, I focus on building what I can control. If that makes sense. So like I want to build my brand up like
Right.
you guys, you know what I'm saying?
that.
Build that platform and then work with artists that I can just not have to rely on anybody else outside,
Right.
our circle or anything like that. So if I can build a foundation with artists and then myself, you don't gotta worry about labels. But if the money's right, if the situation is right with a label, then
Absolutely.
maybe I
Of
can
course.
consider it. But when that time comes, I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm just worried about like focusing on the music and trying to maintain my close relationships with these artists. So
That's
that's what
dope.
I'm looking forward to.
Honestly, I follow you on Instagram, and ever since I came across your music and like how you produce and stuff, I was like, this guy has so much depth. Like you got so much depth when it comes to like a beat production, and like your inspirations and things translate so well in your music. Like I really like creating with stuff that has so much foundation, like you said, so much core. So thank you for creating. Honestly, it's such a
Right.
like this week we decided to do a song with one of your tracks, and it's always such an easy one to go off of. It's like you inspire us by making such great music, and it comes
Oh,
off natural. It's such a pleasure, honestly.
oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Every time you guys hit me up with new music that you make to my beats, it's kind of like a surprise because I don't get no warning or anything like that. It's like, oh, we got a music video coming out. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So it's very I'm very glad you guys can connect with my music and then take it even farther. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it's just a beat and something I get inspired by, but
Yeah.
you guys add lyrics and your visuals and your whole vibe to it. So
You're
I
such a
appreciate that.
no, 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 no need to thanks, man. Because the thing is, I think most people